Hi guys, welcome to my coffee show. My name is Jack and today I'm happy. I'm happy because we are doing my favorite kind of videos, unboxing videos. Today we're going to unbox this one. So that's the niche duo. It just arrived. I've been waiting for that over 2 months. The first thing I noticed, by the way, how light the box is. I hope it's not empty. So what we're going to do today, obviously we open the box. I will take you through what's inside the box, how it looks like. Then, well, we have to try it. I'm craving for espresso, so we will do some espresso. Maybe we will do a pour over. If you're as excited as myself, definitely click like, subscribe, and well, let's do it. So inside that box, well, there is another box. Honestly, I love the unboxing experience of the niche. It was perfect with niche 0 and it looks like it will be the same with niche duo. You open the box and you just pull it. Such a simple solution, just putting this here, it feels comfortable. And that's what this grinder is all about, comfort. Not sure what this thing is about, but it was here. We've got the manual, nice, glossy, good quality paper. Now we're talking, guys. So difficult, by the way, to find a good angle to show you everything. So let's start with something simple. You probably know it from niche 0. That's a niche dosing cup, and look how good it feels in the hand. Looks like they haven't changed the lip here. So if you want to dose it directly into the porta filter, that would leave like kind of a ring around. Here we've got some accessories. We get a brush, we get a tube of grease. That's not any grease, that's a niche grease, and that's to put on the threads, probably because you will be opening, you will be changing the burrs often. Screwdriver, so maybe this one to change the burrs. And we get some stickers. At the moment I have no idea why we get those stickers for. Remember, I complained a lot that we only get one sticker with a Cafec. This one, set of stickers. Cafec, if you are watching this, just have a look at that. Again, something that looks very familiar with niche 0. That's a nice wooden stand for the dosing cup. It feels like the wood, it's slightly more polished, slightly better quality than with niche 0. Here, that's something interesting, and that's probably will be the biggest thing if it works well. That's another set of burrs. Have a look at them. This one would be the bottom burr. That's a filter burrs. And because they come like so, it should be extremely easy to change those burrs. Well, we will see. Honestly, I hate changing the burrs, so if it makes it better, that's big plus for the niche. Something that I was very curious is if the other 83mm burrs would fit. This is kind of like a fake mother burr for DF83. And looks like it's a perfect match. You can get niche without that second set of burrs, but then you cannot call it niche duo anymore. And then the big boy, which looks pretty much exactly the same as niche 0, is just slightly bigger. Extremely light. Here we have my new grinder, niche duo. Black color. I sold my niche 0 with a little bit of hope my wife won't notice that I replace one with another. If she does, then I'm in a big trouble. Let's grind some coffee for espresso first. I found this one in my freezer. Coffee infused with whiskey. We're going to use 2-spring lever machine profile on this end. I love that the electric cable, it hides inside the grinder. That's how every grinder should be. The wooden accents, as I said, they feel of a better quality. Not a cheap wood like it was before. There is a texture to the wood, but it is smooth. First, the noise test before putting any beans in. Doesn't sound that nice. Kind of strange noise. You cannot really do a hot start here unless you play with the safety thing, so I will do a cold start. There is a popcorning issue, definitely. After the first shot, I've got 16.5 grams. Obviously, that's the first shot, so that's what you would expect. I will try to use Mr. Puffer from Cafec. You would probably need some sort of blower if you really want it to be a zero retention. Now I've got 17.3, but there is one issue here. It looks like the 0 point needs to be adjusted. Not a problem for someone who knows what they're doing, but the niche, especially with the niche 0, pretty much everything was working well straight out of the box. So I pull a few shots, grind setting number 3 now, and it's still not much change, so it's still the shot runs too fast. So that tells me that the 0 needs to be adjusted. I will be trying to find the point where the burrs are almost touching, and once I do, I will rotate that black ring. I already mentioned massive popcorning, but there is also a static. RDT, it will solve the issue. But if you use the same cup as a dosing cup and a catching cup, eventually there will be lots of coffee grounds stick inside because there will be some moisture here, so possibly have a separate dosing cup. Anyway, let's try to pull a shot now. Nicely looking shot. The extraction looked okay-ish. Setting number 16, it took what, 30 something seconds. So that zone for espresso very narrow. I will have to play with my 0 point a little bit more. If you are a fan of niche 0, and if you are expecting the same simplicity from this one, well, think again. I had lots of grinders, and that's normal to struggle with the grinder when you get a new one. But I struggle more with this one than I was anticipating. Anyway, we have a shot. Cheers. There is a nice amount of body here. There is a sharpness to the notes. I'm not tasting whiskey. I'm tasting kind of like a classic espresso. Slightly too bitter, but it would be great with milk. Let's do a pour over now. For the pour over, we're going to use that coffee from Guatemala, from Plot Coffee Roasters. And we will use a Simplify as a brewer. You will find the recipe somewhere on the screen. Swapping those burrs, very easy. It takes probably less than a minute. One day I will have to check the alignments of the burrs, but the idea, simple, but honestly it works really well. I have a cup on the setting number 40. It took 4 minutes, over 4 minutes. Cheers. The first thing that hits me is the sweetness, maybe because the espresso was so bitter. Crisp, on the heavier side in terms of the body, but again, those burrs are unseasoned, so possibly they will get better with time. But the cup itself is nice. Definitely citrusy notes, tropical notes in the background. To be honest with you guys, I'm recording it on Sunday morning and slightly hungover, so I have other brew in mind. But before that, let's quickly wrap it up. So here we have it, my niche duo. Kind of a mixed reaction. I was expecting this to be straightforward, simple, something I can record in an hour. It took me much longer. The grinder itself, the look, I mean, you tell me. If you like niche 0, you will like obviously this one. If you hate niche 0, you will hate this one even more because it looks like a bigger niche 0. They could innovate, you know, and that probably will be the theme through the entire process of playing with this grinder. At the moment, it feels like it's too little, too late. If this grinder came 2 years ago, that would be a song something that we would all talk about, we would all have in our houses. With such a huge competition, such a strong competition, this niche duo, it feels like if they had it in mind for many years, but they were keeping that, they were holding to that idea, trying to postpone it, and when it eventually arrived, they missed the window. At least that's my feeling right now. I might be wrong, I might change my mind. In the future videos, I might say that this is the best grinder ever and everybody should have it. It's definitely not a bad grinder, it's a nice grinder to have. Price-wise is about the same as the F83 here in UK. The thing about those burrs that you can change, that could be a big plus of this grinder. If you are deep into a coffee, you know that good burrs for espresso, they might be average for the pour-over. And good burrs for the pour-over won't give you a perfect espresso. Lots of us have two separate grinders, one for the pour-over, one for espresso. So if you look at that this way, it saves you lots of money. We will see how this grinder stands against my other grinders. Tell me what you think about it. Have you got your niche duo? Are you thinking about the niche duo? Are you a fan of niche? Or are you the #1 enemy of the niche? Plenty more things coming. Don't forget to click like and subscribe. But for today, thank you very much for watching. My name is Jack. This is my coffee show and hopefully I will see you soon. Thank you. Bye.